Northern Governor Garry Juffa says the national intelligence services in the country have contracted to a state where PNG has become vulnerable to attacks from terrorist elements. He said with the growing global threat on terrorism, PNG needs to reconsider its options because being a growing economy, the interests of the state as well as the safety of its citizens must be of the highest priority. Mr. Juffa highlighted the fact that very little resources are being channeled into the National Intelligence Services, hindering them from effectively performing their mandated roles and responsibilities. Jehabakia reports.
The Oro governor has on many occasions raised issues that are of national interest as well as of concern. Mr. Juffa raised the issue of terrorism last week, saying PNG has become vulnerable and open to terrorist attacks because not enough resources are being given to organizations such as the National Intelligence Organization to carry out their work. He said over the past few years, these intelligence gathering organizations have been understaffed and underfunded, to an extent where they have practically become ineffective.
In the last 10 years, I can honestly say the national security capacity of Papua New Guinea has significantly contracted. Contracted meaning we've got less resources going into that area while the economy is growing and the population is growing. The threats and opportunities posed by globalization continue to increase. Our intelligence community does not get the resources it needs. It has not developed its capacity and its ability to develop intelligence for decision makers.
Governor Juffa highlighted the fact that many terrorism activities are carried out by persons already living within a country and not by others flying in from other countries. With that in mind, he said as a country's economy and population increases, so must the efforts to protect it. Mr. Juffa pointed out that the well-being of a nation's citizens, its infrastructure and economy must be protected, and sadly PNG is not putting enough efforts into this very sensitive sector.
Every time an economy grows and expands, the population grows and expands, it increases its national security capacity. But in Papua New Guinea, that's been the opposite.
Giving examples of countries such as the United States and Australia, Mr. Juffa said every economy increases the capacity of their intelligence organizations as they grow, and PNG needs to start thinking seriously about this issue. Jehabakia, NBC National News, Port Moresby.